Okay, I believe this is Rhino Rants International episode 59. Anyway, we got to get this engine, we got to get this whole car ship shape as soon as possible. We got to get it back east. So, yep, let's get at the carburetor. Okay, more of the joy of owning Brat worst is that you can't get these filters anymore, apparently. So I'm going to have to find one of a similar circumference and hopefully identical height and trim them and put them in there. Oh, much imprecations later. Ay, what a mess. Okay, this may be a small point to you guys, but it's been a big point to me. My tools have been sitting in my hallway, being pretty perpetually tripped over, in an attempt to keep the tools ready to finish, episode 40. So it's been ridiculous. I've been going up and downstairs, grabbing tools, going back, So finally I got them all together and brought them out here for this project. And we got to get this carburetor off. Oh joy. Not looking good. There are two lines here. That one's actually new. That looks promising. That I cannot get off here to save my life. And at the bottom we have need of metric wrenches that I don't have. So, like I said, not looking good. Oof. Looking a little better. We had to hold that tiny little clamp closed with the large pliers and then pull it sideways with the needle nose. That's a new one on me, but that worked. Eventually able to wiggle this line off. Eventually able to wiggle that line off. So, we're held up by metric wrenches, which I should have bought years ago. Okay. Wow, that's different. Oh, what a day. Okay. Power went out in half of Owatonna. Walked to the gas station for nothing. Waited for the power to come back on. Got gas. Watering cans full. Dry gas. And I've had Hair Cougar plugged in for at least half an hour. Hair Cougar won't start. It'll run if I put fuel in the carburetor, and bags out after that. So I think it's just frozen up. And Jason says maybe the fuel gauge is reading wrong, so we're adding some more gas. Yeah, that'll run Hair Cougar for about 15 minutes, maybe. Anyway, yeah, and I'm also going to bang on the tank because maybe some of the broken off sock is adhering to it, or rust particles or whatnot. Oh, I just love crawling under cars on cold winter days. Whoops, that's my finger. That's a little satisfying. Okay, we did get Hair Cougar going here. Let's see if we can get that light off. Nope, it's not. We did get Hair Cougar going here. Ooh, I can even let off the gas now. Okay, yeah. Time to run some errands. Oof. Okay, still getting this carburetor off. Got a set of metric wrenches with a nice little bell on them so I can go for those tiny little bolts at the bottom. And that, along with the throttle cable, should be the last thing holding this thing on. That said, I just found two more lines. It's so cold today, I'm going to be working in my gloves. Oh joy. These wrenches won't fit to get those bolts off. Was anyone else surprised? Okay, we're back. Had to take another run to Harbor Freight. Had to get some wrenches. That are flat so they can fit in there. And hey, look at this. Ratcheting. And if you need to go the other way, you just flip it over. That's just slicker than snail snot. Okay, got those four bolts off. Pushing hypothermia. Hey, yeah, hey, a note here. Always take careful care of your nuts and bolts and every part you take out. There's no excuse for putting a car back together, you know, with less bolts to be started. Oh my goodness. I use kimchi jars from Trader Joe's. It's so cold, I think I gotta take a break. Oh wow, bingo, there it goes. I had to pry it up with this thing. Couldn't find my pry bar, it disappeared. Had to pry at the front of the, at the front of the carburetor, and it just popped off. Oh, you have no idea the feeling of accomplishment. Yeah, normally I don't mean to pry, but, okay. Figured out how to get this throttle linkage free. You pass this through here, over around this, and then there's a little gap here, and you press that through there, and this pops right out. And now, after, oh boy, it's still sticking up there. That's not actually attached. Excellent camber work there, John. And now the throttle cable is stuck on the spring, but free. You can't imagine the sense of accomplishment. Wow. Okay, so we did finally get the carburetor off. Took it to the parts store, O'Reilly's. There are 3 different kits it could be. The tag's missing, and I think I know why, because the guy up in Alaska rebuilt this for me, I'm thinking 8.5 years ago. So anyway, it's 182 bucks and change for the 3 parts to be shipped. And earliest one's going to get here on the 17th. So no way we can get this done on time. So it looks like I'm taking Herr Cougar to Harrisburg and back. Is that a good idea? Well, no. Oh, and just after I finished this video, Jason told me he had to put a new battery in his Davy driver because it was only 17. Yeah, only 17 for Minnesota is only 17. And it turned over really slowly. And I said, well, you know, once you're done with the old one, the core, make sure you don't throw it at anyone. And he goes, well, why? He says, because that would be assault with the battery.